ஆலயம் சரணாலயம் சரணாலயம் அருள் தரும் சரணாலயம்.
அபார கருணா சிந்தும் ஞானதம் சாந்தரூபிணம் ஸ்ரீ சந்திரசேகர குரும் பிரணமாமி முதான்மகம்.
ओम कांचीवासाय विद्महे शांतरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो चंद्रशेखर प्रचोदयात्. हर हर शंकर जय जय शंकर श्री Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Namaskaram. My name is Amrita, and once again I have a Sharanalayam volunteer, Chakravarti. Together we will be presenting Sharanalayam updates on behalf of GR Mama. This video is mainly focused on providing you updates specific to the Sharanalayam calendar. As always, we are grateful to GR Mama for this opportunity to present these updates to you. Like we did earlier, this video is mainly for the benefit of non-Tamil speaking devotees, so the conversation will entirely be in English. Today's video's agenda would be mainly around the following topics. First, we'll talk about the calendar theme. A lot of devotees have asked us about how the calendar is going to look like. So just like how Saumya Auntie and Savita Auntie shared a snapshot of the calendar, we are happy to walk you through the calendar appearance in this video. Apart from that, we will also give you an update on the current status and the perceived next steps in terms of the calendar registration and rollout. With that said, over to you, Chakravarti. Can you please walk us through the calendar theme?
Sure. Thank you, Amrita. Namaskaram, everyone. As we know, Destination Anganallur has been a long-time dream for all of us in this Mahaperiyava Satsangam. Mama has put in a lot of thought while envisioning this calendar theme. The calendar has been designed with the intent that we constantly have Sharanalayam Periva in our thoughts. As we know, our thoughts could manifest into reality. So positive and divine thoughts about Sharanalaya Periva and Destination Anganallur can really bring this long-time dream of ours into reality. Given that many of us are not able to visit Sharanalayam on a regular basis, Mama, in fact, wants to bring Sharanalayam to our home through this calendar. With that said, let's look at the elements of the calendar theme. Firstly, the calendar will have the Sharanalayam front elevation, both night and day view. This is something that you had previously seen in Saumya Akka and Savita Akka's video. We are happy to present this to the non-Tamil speaking devotees, as Amrita mentioned earlier. So this is one of the key highlights of the Sharanalayam calendar. Apart from this, as I mentioned earlier, that Mama wanted to establish a close connect with Sharanalayam. So you would find Rupams or deities of Sharanalayam, which include the three Rupams of Periyava, that is Sharanalaya Periva, Prapancha Periva, and Ekanta Periva, along with the deities or Rupams of Kamakshi. Then you will have Paduka Periva, Tunga Velakku, and few more deities of Sharanalayam. And of course, the calendar will have, like last year, the pearls of wisdom from GR Mama, which is mainly aimed at self-introspection and self-realization, and basically compassion towards fellow Atmans. So the quotes that Mama had beautifully articulated in the calendar, like he always does in his books and his words. So as Mama says, these messages are from Mahaperiyava, written through Mama's single finger. So his words, of course, printed in this calendar, is meant to guide us throughout the year. So it is with great privilege we are sharing a snapshot of how the calendar looks like. So its dimensions are like 18 inches in breadth and 23 inches in length. It will appear majestic as we adorn this at the walls of our homes. So as you see in the screen, here is a breathtaking view of the Sharanalayam, or Shantinalayam as Mama calls it. As we mentioned in our previous video, Sharanalayam is a multi-story building with the main hall where we can get darshan of the deities. And also it will have the concert hall, Veda Patashala, and the dining hall. This is how Mama has envisioned it. So there is our Sharanalaya Periva that you see at the top of the building. He's sitting majestically welcoming us. So it appears so beautifully lit, the whole building. You would notice a beautiful arch-like structure at the entrance. So if this image brings us so much joy, just imagine how much joy we will have when Destination Nanganallur becomes a reality. So let's continue to pray to Mahaperiyava to make this into a reality soon. So as you see the screen here, this is the Jan month view of the calendar. So here is the daytime view, which is also equally beautiful. It's so bright and giving us a lot of hope and positivity, right? So apart from this, you will also see the elements in the calendar where month-wise we would highlight, say, the Shubha Muhurta days, the monthly auspicious days, like, or we call it as Nal Kiramai, like Anusham, Pradosham, Key Tithis, and it will also have festival days, and of course, the Rahu Kalam and Yamakantam chart, right? So as you see in the February month, we see all three Sharanalaya Periva Rupams. So the highlight to every Sharanalayam calendar, of course, would be Mama's pearls of wisdom, like how it was last year as well. So in this particular month, here you would see Mama saying, வடம் என்பது இறைவனை தேரில் அமர வைத்து இறைவனே தன்னை ஊருடன் சேர்ந்து இழு என்று உனக்கு கொடுக்கும் ஒரு வரப்பிரசாதம், which means the rope is nothing but a boon or blessing from Almighty, where he gives the strength to pull his chariot with him seated on it. Mama continues, ஊர் கூடுவோம் சரணாலயம் என்னும் தேரை இழுப்போம், இதுவே வரும் தலைமுறையினருக்கு நாம் தரும் சீதனம், which means let's gather together and pull the chariot of Sharanalayam. In other words, take the legacy of Sharanalayam and Mahaperiyava to the next generation. So let this be the gift that we pass on, and may the Almighty give us the strength to enable that through the construction of Destination Nanganallur. And now you see the March month view, where we see the image of Prapancha Periva, previously called as Panchaloha Vigraha Periva. So he came to Sharanalayam on March 2nd, 2020, as you recount from Soumya Akka's video. So he came from Swami Malai. So Periva actually came in Mama's dream and expressed his wish to bless devotees in Vigraha Rupa. And if you remember, his arrival was telecasted live and celebrated so fondly. So we did the Prana Pratishtai or consecration that was done on March 4th of 2020. So in that video, Soumya Akka beautifully described his travel that involved Mangala Snanam at Kaveri, visit to Ichangudi, visit to Tapovanam, where all the previous Kanchi Acharyas are worshipped, before reaching Sharanalayam. Now you see the April month view, where we have Sharanalayam Periva sitting on the Unjal or swing. So this Unjal has been a recent beautiful inclusion into Sharanalayam, where we might have seen Kamakshi sitting on this through Navaratri, beautifully adorned with flowers and dresses, all those 8 to 9 days. And during Margari, we saw Perumal Tayar, Shivan Parvati seated on this Unjal during Margari Utsavam days. In the May month, as you see, we have the image of Ekanta Vignahara Periva, who came to Sharanalayam on September 27th, 2020. So he too came from Swami Malai via Ichangudi and Tapovanam. As you know, Ekanta means rest. So his arrival was when COVID was at its peak in India. So amidst all the challenges, he removed all the obstacles and made his way to Sharanalayam. That is why he is described as Vignaharan. The purpose that Ekanta Periva came to fulfill is listen to Mama's prayers in complete Ekantam or a relaxed manner, where Mama puts forth his prayers on behalf of Guru Puja devotees, and Mama and Mahaperiyava basically removes all the obstacles that the devotees are facing. So now you see the June month view, where you see the pleasing Rupam of our Divine Mother Kamakshi, who's filled with infinite compassion and love, blessing us all. I must express my gratitude to the volunteers at Sharanalayam who do the most creative and beautiful alankaram every day. So they are truly blessed, and may their divine service continue. So now over to you, Amrita, to describe the calendar further.
Thank you, Chakravarti. In the July month, we see the Paduka Pariva. Mama has beautifully described the story of how Mahaperiyava's Paduka reached in his book, in Yin Varvan Mahaperiyava, which I humbly suggest all of us must read to learn what bhakti means. Reaching his divine feet is what we all must strive for, and to achieve that, we must do complete Sharanagati to his Paduka. Next, we have the August month. We see Uttarava whom Mama has been praying on behalf of all of us, requesting to do Guru Puja. Uttarava converses with Mama during Brahma Muhurtam and grants the approval of devotees to perform Guru Puja, listening to Mama's heartfelt appeal on behalf of all us devotees. In September, you see the beautiful Rupam of Kamadhenu in calf, which has also become a permanent fixture at Sharanalayam. In October, you see the perpetually lit lamp, or Tunga Vilaka, the jyoti that never ceases to extinguish and will continue to burn, which symbolizes burning of your karma by Mahaperiyava's grace. We've seen devotees express their prayers by pouring 3 spoons of oil to this lamp at Sharanalayam. Daily, our volunteers at Sharanalayam pray on behalf of all of us and offer oil to the lamp. The November month highlights all the books written by Jiyad Mama. This is the treasure Jiyad Mama is leaving behind to all of us, where he describes his life experience and divine association with Mahaperiyava in Yin Varvan Mahaperiyava series. He has recounted the innumerable miracles that Mahaperiyava has orchestrated in the lives of devotees who performed the Guru Puja in Mahaperiyava's Guru Puja Arpudankal. And of course, the Mahaperiyava Vadayil series, where Mama takes us all along at the path of Mahaperiyava through his words. More than just reading these books, they are meant to be worshipped, as these are messages of Mahaperiyava flowing through Mama, who writes with his single finger. Such is devotion of Mama towards Mahaperiyava and the compassion towards us all, that he does not see his handicap as a challenge. We must all treasure these books, and these are what we must take it to the next generation. The December month has the beautiful Rupam of Pasupatinathar. As we described earlier, the calendar theme is aimed to create a deep, soulful connect with Sharanalayam. We have seen the stunning front elevation of Destination Nanganallur, the Sharanalayam that is upcoming. I sincerely hope the devotees don't miss out on the calendar, and this is something they can treasure for life, like the books they have at home. You can also give it as a gift to your near and dear. All the proceeds of this calendar purchase will go towards the construction of the Sharanalayam. Over to you, Chakravarti, to describe the current status and next steps with reference to the Sharanalayam calendar.
Thank you, Amrita. So as for the current status, as you know, devotees in India can expect the calendar to be shipped soon. So for the overseas devotees, we now have an initial estimate of the registrations. However, we've kept the booking open so that devotees don't miss out on buying the calendar. We are working hard amidst the COVID situation to ensure these calendars reach the devotees soon. So kindly bear with us if there are any delays. For India devotees who have paid via the website, you can expect to receive the calendar shortly. Soumya Akka and Savita Akka explained this in their video. So again, for overseas, so based on the initial estimates, we are determining the transit costs. The calendar cost is rupees 220. So for the overseas, the rate will be proportionate per your local currency. And then the transit cost will be added to it, and it will be informed to all of you, right? So we are currently planning on the logistics through Mr. Karthik, who will be dispatching the calendars to devotees within India. For overseas devotees, every location will have a single point of contact or SPOCs who will receive and distribute the calendars to all devotees. For US, Mama has given me the bhagyam of receiving the calendar and sending it to all of the devotees. So likewise, for global locations, the point of contacts will reach out to their registered devotees. So to touch upon the next steps, so the immediate next step would be to send out the registration confirmation email to all overseas devotees. So we will, in that email, we will provide the contact number of the point of contacts. And as I mentioned earlier, I will be the SPOC for the US location. So following the registration confirmation, we will specify the calendar costs, that is the actual cost plus the transit cost. You can actually reach out to me and the other designated SPOCs on how to make the payment. We will specify our contact info in that email that we are about to send to you. So the registrations are still open, by the way, and I request the devotees to purchase the calendars for yourself and also offer this as a gift to your friends. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us.
Thank you, Chakravarti, for the updates. We are truly grateful to Mama for choosing us to bring these updates to you. Please stay tuned for Sharanalayam updates through our YouTube channel and continue to be spiritually enriched through GR Mama's several initiatives. Please stay safe during these challenging times. Mama is continuing to pray to Mahaperiyava's lotus feet on behalf of all of you. Hope you found these updates useful. Thank you for listening to us once again. Hara Hara Shankara Jai Jai Shankara Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam.